Have you ever wondered what your secret reputation is in your social groups, your community, your work life, or school? In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to see what your secret reputation is. This is a 5-group Pick a Card reading. This is group 1, this is group 2, this is group 3, this is group 4, and this is group 5. Go with your intuition, whichever card that you feel drawn to. You can watch more than one group if you want to. There's likely messages in there. The intention is that during the time you spend with me, you'll be entertained at the very least, but also that you'll get some news you can use for your insight and empowerment, and also possibly a leverage point so you can figure out how to get your reputation working for you. We are going to peer into the secret perspectives of haters and fans and just your overall reputation. So get ready and buckle up. We're going to get into it. I'll see you in there. Group 1, welcome into your reading. If you chose this cross, this is your reading. All right, group 1. Some of you could be spiritual or religious and spiritual. You are someone who's overcome a lot of heaviness, possibly losses and betrayals or hard times, possibly health issues or mental health issues. Maybe you've had burdens that other people have not had and they've seen you persevere. And it's like no matter how much weight is on your back, you somehow seem to keep going forward. Some other people in your environment might see how strong you are and think, dude, if I even went through one thing that group 1 went to, I would have folded, but you are so strong, you never fold. You're someone who crafts win-win situations, equal give and take. You are someone who is a contributor to your environment, but you are very, very strong. Okay, we're going to lock in on you first so that you know that you're in the right place. I'm going to get some energy oracle cards and I'm going to lock in on you. So if it sounds like you, then you'll know you're in the right place. Show me our viewer. Show me the cross person. Okay, show me the cross person. Ooh. Okay. On some level, you look sweet, you look innocent. You have earth and fire sign placements. When I tried to do this reading earlier, you got earth and fire sign placements for your cards as well. So you are transmitting yourself very clearly. Okay, so you are someone on the outside, you look like you're pretty stable, you're pretty secure. People might see you as rather sexy, or you might... This also isn't necessarily how people see you, okay? So I'm going to just describe you to you. This isn't necessarily how other people see you, but what you might actually be, whether they know it or not. Some of you are perceived as very attractive, possibly very sexually oriented, okay? Some of you might have a very high libido. Whether or not other people know this about you, this could be true. Some of you could have been born in the year of the rabbit as well. But you have a connection to your root chakra for sure. Your community, your family, you are grounded. You are someone who could have a primal side to you, but there's so much innocence as well. It's very interesting energy. You're quick to get out of bad situations. You got a lot of energy, okay? But you also have a side to you where if someone gets in your face, energetically speaking or verbally speaking, you could tear it up. Okay? You might have very piercing eyes, very strong teeth, and very lustrous hair. You have probably gone through very dark times and you have learned how to defend yourself as necessary. You don't let anybody disrespect you. So if you feel or would describe yourself as a pushover, this is not your reading. This person, this cross person, is someone who is fierce, puts forth this sweet little innocent bunny rabbit energy, but underneath it all is like, you're the kind of person who has like 7 swords in your wig and nobody knows, all right? Like you're ready to go at all times. Some of y'all, you could read someone their whole life in such a harsh way that they will just feel like this big if they came at you the wrong way. Now, you're not the kind of person to just do this. You are not a combative, mean-spirited, crappy person. But when other people start something, this cross group finishes it. And sometimes y'all will finish it so that person will never go up to the next person the wrong way ever again. Like they will think twice on everybody in their life after that. Claim it if you like it. Oh, I love it, cross person. Let's get into it. We're going to see how people see you. We're getting into the tarot. We're going to see how folks see you. Let's see how people see group 1. You are someone who might be a business owner. The Emperor is like it's kind of a controlling energy, but doesn't mean necessarily that you're a control freak. But you could be. Some of y'all actually could be. People could see that you are in charge of your life. If you are married, or if you are in a cohabitation scenario, if you are a parent, you are in charge. If you are a boss, you are the boss. You know, wherever you go, you are a commanding personality. You are an incredibly commanding personality. Some of you could even be a judge. But you are someone who is discerning. You don't take crap from anybody. You are in charge of your life. You could be a very structured, routinized kind of person. You could be someone who is not afraid to bring down the hammer of truth on people. If you don't like the way people are treating you, you will cut them out of your life, and then they have to come back crawling down on hands and knees or bringing you 500 doll hairs and Cash App. You just might be the kind of person who you are making the final judgment, dude. Like, you are the shot caller. You're in charge. You are in charge. You don't even have to be married, have a business or kids or any of that stuff, but you have already ascended, not to your king, not to your queen, but to the emperor or empress level. Okay, king of kings, queen of queens. That's you. You are mature. You are mature. You don't take crap from anybody. And you are not the person, as I said, you're not the person to start it. You're the person to finish it. And people know it. Okay, so that's how they see you. Let's see what your haters are saying, or what fuels them about you. What's the perspective of the haters of group 1? Okay, so your haters are pressed because they feel sad and melancholy that they don't get the attention from you that they want. You don't gas people, group 1. You are not out here trying to be anyone's number one fangirl or stan. That is not the energy of group 1. So some people in your community, wherever it is, whether it's a church, your hobby place, or your dance group, or your work, your school, wherever, there are people in there that think they are the one to watch, right? They think they are the main effing character in there, right? Then group 1, the cross person, comes into that scenario. You're the main character. You're the mainest main character in your reality. You're nobody's stan, right? You're like, whatever, dude. Like, I'm here, you're here. Like, it's cool. Like, 2 main characters in a room. Are they going to kiss? Like, no. But, you know, it's like, there are people who feel sad. They're like, I want attention from group 1. I feel rejected. Some people actually do feel rejected by you. I know some of you guys might actually be quite empathetic. Even though you're ready to rumble, I do feel that some of you are sensitive, okay? This is how they feel, so please don't feel attacked. Some of them are down in the mouth and they are sad because there are some people who really see you as extremely attractive and they're melancholy over it, and some of them really want to make you an offer, actually. They want to build something with you. Some of them even want to, like, take you away. So you might be someone who, like, actually inspires love triangles without even knowing it. Some of you might have people fighting behind the scenes over you, and feeling rejected by you. And this might actually surprise some of you, because some of you might not even be rejecting anyone from your perspective. But some of your haters are sad because they feel like you don't see them as a splendid, magnificent main character, and they want attention from you. Okay, that's so real. Let's see what your fans have to say, or what's fueling your fans, or messages from the fans of group 1. They think you're sexy and attractive. They think you can pull anyone. They think you can pull anyone, and some people in your community actually think that you are getting the attention from someone who's extremely important in the community, or that you are on equal footing with whoever's the main character in your environment, right? But also they assume your fans, number 1, your fans assume that you must be in a really good relationship. So maybe some of you actually are, or it's just an assumption. But your fans and the people who like you see you as extremely charismatic. They assume you can pull. They think that you have really good banter or conversation. They see you as inspiring. They love how you dress. Some of you probably smell pretty good. I don't know why, but that's coming through. Like, some of you might be a world traveler. Like, they just like you because you have something interesting to say. There's some sort of magnetism in your energy. Like, whenever you walk in the room, shit shifts a little bit. Like, it gets a little brighter or a little spicier or a little more exciting because you just got fire. Some of you might be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might have those placements. If it's not in tropical, check your Vedic astrology because you could be in there. There is a fire to you, group one, and it electrifies other people. So your fans are all about it. Let's see what your overall reputation is. You're someone who gets shit done. Some people think you've overcome your dark side, your overall reputation, but there are people in your community that think you're extremely hot, and you may have brought the devil out of some people. Some people might be fighting behind your back, but they see you as a go-getter. Some of you could be a business owner, a merchant. You could be a world traveler traveling overseas. Some people know that you are intentionally creating your life. They see you as someone who get everything you want. You look really good. You are a successful individual. You are not afraid to take big risks. You are a communicator. You are a mover. You're a shot caller. You're a shaker. You're someone who gets shit done. Dude, people have a really high opinion about you, cross group. You are seen as a little bit forbidding, emotional, kind, sweet, caring, but also that you are not one to be messed with, that you have a dark energy to you that threatens people, but it turns them on a little bit. Like, your emotional depth can be very scary to people who are emotionally repressed, but you are someone who is sociable, you are friendly, you will talk to people in the groups that maybe other people don't talk to, you are kind, you know how to have fun when it's time to, you can dance or sing or something like this, or at parties, you're always a lot of fun. You're just a very, very kind, sweet person, but you're also someone with a fierce side to you. You have a fire to you, and people are drawn to that. But for some people, it gets them hurt because when you enter into a room, things change. Something becomes more electrified. It becomes more exciting. And there are people that are hurting their feelings over you behind your back, or fighting over you behind your back, or super sad that you are not validating that they are important to you, because they see I'm telling you, someone in your environment is used to being the main character of all times. And there's someone in there, I don't know who it is. I intend that you're going to figure out who it is. And do tell me in the comments, okay? But I feel like you could have made someone who's used to everyone kissing their ass feel like this big because you didn't kiss their ass. Because it's like people are fawning over you, group one. Let's get some closing remarks or overall advice, group one. There's a double confirmation on the Queen of Cups. You are a really loving person, a caring person, and someone may actually be making an offer to you. They might be trying to drop the burdens. Alternatively, your loving heart, your kind, caring nature is going to allow you to continue dropping burdens if you happen to be carrying them still. I mean, you did have the cross, but the things you've overcome in the past are part of why you are such an electric personality. You've overcome some big stuff. I don't know what. I just know that it was burdensome. I know it was challenging. Other people who have gone through some of the things that you have gone through would have created walls around themselves. I feel that you are a growth-oriented person. You are a loving person who has allowed your empathy to be your super strength, to make you to be resilient, to prioritize self-care. I feel that this particular group, you're the kind of person who's always trying to be a better version of yourself. You don't let your past define you. Rather, you see it as an opportunity to continue growing. But you are someone who's trying really, really to keep growing and dropping the burdens of the past, because I feel like you don't want to be defined by your past. Well, that's part of what gets people so excited about you. Some of you could be getting an offer, possibly from a Scorpio. It could also be from an earth sign. This person could want to come in to see if they could have a chance with you. They know that you're going to be making the final judgment. You are the shot caller in your reality. So some of you could be getting a second chance with someone, or someone could be coming in to try to face the music with you. This could be someone from your church or someone who wants a commitment with you. This person feels that they want to put their life together with you, all right? So for those of you who are single, you actually might be getting an offer. You might be getting a romance. I was just any closing remarks, but there could be someone in your community who, through all this social stuff of watching you, observing you, and seeing what's going on, might actually get the courage towards you. So some of you could be getting an offer because of how you make people feel. That's kind of crazy. I didn't see that coming. So those of you who are part of like a church or spiritual center, there might be someone involved in there who's actively observing your reputation in action. that person, someone could be bringing you an offer of some sort. I would be very interested to know how this resonates. So please feel free to leave me any info in the comments. And if you like this reading, please like the video. If you like how I read, do subscribe. I know that there are a lot of different readers on YouTube. So if you like the reading, definitely subscribe so that you can remember where I'm at. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I can't wait to talk to you again. Bye. Group 2, welcome into your reading. If you chose this Birds card, this is your reading. First things first, we're going to lock into your energy with some oracle cards, and I will describe you to yourself so that you know you are in the right place. Some of you could be waiting on news or information. You can also be air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you may have been waiting on news for quite a while, even up to a couple months. So we'll see. I'll set the intention that you'll get the news that you can use or some clarity here during this time and in this space. But some of you might be out of communication with certain people, and maybe they're 10 feet in your energy or something. But birds often represent communication and also perspective. You might be someone that people count on to get a different way of looking at things. You might be a singer, a songwriter, a poet, a writer, someone who gives speeches, an orator, or something like this. Somehow your communication is actually very important to you, and it's important in your reputation as well and how people feel about you. Okay, so it's communication. All right, so let's see. We're going to lock in on you and see if you're in the right place. Describe group 2 to me, please. Show me group 2. You're someone who might be quite family oriented. You might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You also might have water sign placements or earth sign placements. Okay. Some of you have the energy of longevity to you. You might actually be older than the way that you look, or you might be very, very wise. You have gone to the depths of emotions. You are a very unshakable human being. You are not someone who is scared of your dark side or the dark side of anyone. You don't view the dark side as negative whatsoever. It's just data to you. It's just information to you, okay? You're not scared of other people's feelings. You have no fear of your own feelings. No depth is too deep. Some of you could be Scorpios. Some of you could be writers, storytellers. Spiders, for me, are feminine energy. It's hidden energy. You're not afraid of the void. Spiders also are weavers to me. That's why I said storytellers. You might be very connected to multiple different communities, actually. For those of you, for example, who go to church, you might actually float to different churches, go into multiple churches. You might be somebody who is in multiple social groups, book clubs, speech-giving groups, dancing groups, athletic groups, whatever it is. You have a lot of connections to a lot of people. You're perceived as very solid and unshakable, but there's an air of mystery to you, honestly. So if that sounds like you, let's get into your reading. We're going to see how people see you first. Show me, how do people see group 2? How do people see group 2? Because this is going to influence what they feel your reputation is. How do people see group 2? Show me clear and honest messages. You are perceived as a hard worker. You are someone who's also focused on the material side of life. You might be quite good with money. You might also sell your gifts and talents in the sense of you might be a consultant, a creative person. You could be in finance. You are also perceived as someone who is romantic, loving, inspired, and inspiring. Some of you could be quite desirable as well. You might get people acting out of character around you. So in some of your communities, maybe you were a new addition and people who had been there for quite a while started acting out of character around you because of your magnetism, particularly trying to act kind of romantic. So you are someone that might accidentally, unconsciously provoke romantic competition. So you're seen as someone who is very desirable, but you're also steady and secure and stable. You are focused on your bag and you take good care of yourself. You are not seen as someone who is emotionally unavailable, but you are seen as someone who just doesn't give your heart away to everybody. But you do have a romantic side to you, I think. This is probably why people are subconsciously attracted to you, because they feel your unspoken and deep romance. Okay, let's see. Show me what your haters say or what is fueling their feelings. So anyone who might have some jealousy or something. Let's see. Anyone who's got a negative aspect to your reputation. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, we have Piscean energy and we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here represented by the Six of Cups. Some people see you as you don't make fast moves. There might be people that have... Okay. Some of your haters might... They might have seen people fail in the attempt to win you over, okay? You inspire this nostalgic kind of feeling. There's a romantic aspect to your nature. Some of you may have found yourself in a community of people where you don't even realize this, but you are perceived as the epitome of feminine or masculine glamour or desire to that specific group of people. So you are provoking primal, unconscious, romantic feelings that make people feel childlike and nostalgic, like you're giving first love vibes. You're giving like, this person in front of me reminds me of my very first crush. I'm not sure what to do. I'm scared. I've watched my friends go after this person and I've seen them fail. You actually might have a specific Pisces who is pissed at you because they feel like you have rejected them and they actually very much desired you. I don't know that they knew you well enough to desire you for the right reasons, but they've watched other people fail and then they may have gotten in their feelings about it. They may have picked a fight with you about this. Knight of Swords is a very combative person. So you might have had somebody that actually very much desired you and they're hating right now because they've seen other people fail and then they also failed. They were trying really though. And they really, honestly, they could have been a Pisces. Ooh, all right, let's see. Oh my gosh. So your haters are either paralyzed and overwhelmed by their attraction to you, or they've watched other people fail and it gets them in their feelings. All right. Some people see you as like a potential soulmate or a wish fulfillment or something, but this somehow it really frustrates them. Okay. All right. So let's see what your fans say, or what's fueling your fans. What's got your fans focusing on you, or what's your reputation with people who like you? You are seen as someone who is loving, caring, fun to be around, really fun to be around. So you're probably a good time at a party. You're probably someone who is not afraid to network or socialize. You might be communicative. Even if you're an introvert, you're someone who still knows how to have fun, how to be collaborative. You're someone who crafts win-win situations. You are also someone, though, who provokes a little bit of fear and anxiety at the level of the heart and the emotions. For some of you, you represent an emotional threat to other people, particularly people who instantly feel like they were going to fall in love with you, and then it scares them because maybe they've tried really hard to be logical for a really long time, and you represent this threat because you are emotionally fearless. You're beautiful. You've overcome dark times, particularly at the level of the heart and at the emotions, and you're perceived as resilient and very, very powerful. And your fans might find you forbidding and intimidating, but they love it about you because they see that you can leverage your feminine energy in a way which is empowered. You're not a doormat. You're receptive, you're caring, you're compassionate, you've known darkness, but you don't crumple. You don't feel sorry for yourself, and you also don't go into the negative side of empathy where you're like coddling people. You believe that people can be strong because you've overcome so much as well. So your fans just see you as someone who's overcome so much, and you're still so beautiful. You're still very loving. You have a very open heart. You're very kind. Some of them would really love to make you an offer and even capture your attention. But they see you as someone who's just incredibly valuable. So your fans, like, they see you as just someone who's really fun and sweet and kind and also kind of intimidating and scary, but it's like awesome to them. They like that about you. They like your dark vibes. It's all good. All right, so let's see what your overall reputation is. Overall reputation of group 2. You are someone who's had to close out a lot of cycles. You're perceived as someone who's very mature, in fact. Oh, wow. There's the Emperor. Yeah, extremely mature. Extremely mature. You are not someone who moves really quickly in terms of your love life. You're not at the mercy of your emotions. You are someone who's a deeply felt person, though. Some of you could have water sign placements, earth sign placements, anything really. I mean, to be full disclosure, I resonate with this reading quite a lot, which I was not expecting. And I'm Aquarius, so you could be air signs as well. But you're someone who's closed out a lot of cycles in the past. You've paid the cost to be the boss. You're very mature. Those of you might also be more advanced in your years and your life experiences, which is lending itself to this maturity. Others of you might be quite young, but you've gone through so much crap that you have the wisdom and maturity of someone in their like 70s or something. Like you've been there, you've done that, you've seen it, you've gotten the shirt, and you're just like not really worried about anything, but you're still emotionally available. Like there's something really interesting about you, group 2, is that you're a very creative person. Some of you could share your stories with other people because you might have overcome a lot of adversity, or somehow communication is so important to your energy. You have a way of articulating the things that you've gone through and the depth of your feeling that is inspiring to the people who are your fans and intimidating to the people who are not, because frankly, you're just seen as someone who is powerful. Your energy might cause tower moments in other people's lives. The masks that they have carefully constructed, their facades might shatter from your mere presence. Some of them are talking about it and you're over here being about it. That's the whole thing. Like you have the wisdom of mind, heart, body, soul on a maturity level. You're not afraid to close doors in your life that you know are going to lead to nowhere. So you're a bit of a risk taker, but you're not hasty about it. The world energy is fixed sign energy, represented by Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. It takes time to wrap up. And I believe the Emperor might be Taurus energy as well, or Aries. Sometimes I get those confused, to be honest. You can wrap up those cycles. However long it takes, you're willing to put in that work. You are not someone who's constantly creating at the level of the past. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. You are someone who's constantly moving forward because you've learned your lessons, okay? This is intimidating. You are seen as someone who is so mature, so ready. You might be a business owner, an entrepreneur, a daddy, a mommy, in charge of things. You're just boss. You are boss. That's your reputation. People know not to F with you. Sometimes people really can't help but fall in love with you, and then they hurt their own feelings because you are something that has not been seen by a lot of people. You are unusual. You are unique. You are a mature, grown-ass adult, probably in a lot of environments with emotional toddlers. Let's just be for real. We're going to get some closing remarks or overall advice or anything that wants to come through for group 2. Show me group 2. Any information that's important for group 2 in this space. Some of you could have had a loss that you've had to overcome and you're really sad. For others of you, honestly, someone could be crying in their cornflakes over you and really sad that they have missed a shot with you. This is Scorpio energy. This person might have created 3 L's with you and they still have 2 possible W's in the back, but they're too busy crying over the mistakes that they've made. Like, this could also possibly be that Pisces that we were spying on earlier. But some people could really take what they perceive to be a loss with you as if it's the rejection of this century, because they're not able to see the ways in which you are easy to communicate with, that you are easy to connect with, but you're not going to be out here chasing behind other people. It's just that sometimes people just don't know how to get out of their feelings and figure out how to communicate with you in an authentic way. So sometimes people act out of character as well, and they feel like they messed up and they owe you an apology. Someone could be trying to figure out a way to make you an offer, though. Also, you might be expanding your horizons. You could be networking either in person or online. Some of you could be considering traveling, making travel plans, but your world is in the palm of your hand in some way. So you're broadening your horizons somehow, either in commerce, travel, love, and romance. You could be doing some dating, planning some dates or something like that. Some of you could be starting an online business and putting yourself out there in some way. But you should continue being creative and continue reflecting on the way the world is meant to meet your needs. You know, some of you could find love, business, happiness, insight, and inspiration, not outside of your front door, but across this great big wide world. Some of you might be quite spiritual. Your spiritual practice is very important. Now, some of you might be religious, some of you might be spiritual, some of you might be both. You might be getting a love offer or an offer of commitment or investment. Some of you might be meeting someone. So for some of you, someone who took an L with you might be trying to come towards you and offer you a commitment. For others of you, getting over some of the heartbreak, losses, and grief in the past and opening up your world might lead to greater opportunities for you that are serious. The Hierophant is usually like, it's the Pope, the priest, like it's the masculine side of spirituality, doing the right things for the right reasons. This could be signing a contract at a job, or signing a contract and getting into a commitment, a relationship, a marriage, or starting a spiritual practice or something like that. But being centered and focusing on your commitments is aspected for you very soon, and end of breadcrumbing as well. Don't invite every fight you are invited to rather. Some people are trying possibly to create burdens or losses in your life because they are jealous of you, mostly, especially romantically. So your reputation, honestly, is that you incite romantic competition just by existing. You've got people who want to marry you. Some of the people that are having the biggest problems with you might be at your church, in fact, or at your spiritual center, or your work, or your the arenas where you kind of have to behave, all right? So was this your reading? I would love to know more in the comments. If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you like how I read, do stick around. I would love to read for you again. I will see you soon. Group 3, welcome into your reading. If you chose the Lady card, this is your reading. We're going to lock into your energy with some oracle cards. I'll describe you to yourself so that you know for sure that you are in the right reading. All right. Some of you might be feminines, or you might be perceived as someone who is elegant, poised, serene, attractive, someone to invest in. Those of you who are single, you are someone that people might like to commit to. Others of you are perceived as someone who's quite committed as well. Let's see here. You dress well. You probably smell pretty good. Whenever you walk into the room, you make it a more beautiful, serene, or attractive place to be. There's just something about you that is quite beautiful and attractive. You're perceived to be lucky as well. Let's see here. You're definitely someone that people see as worthy of investment. All right. Stable, elegant, poised. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's describe group 3 to themselves. Show me who is group 3 so that they know they're in the right place. Show me who is group 3, please. Some of you could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be very attracted to the moon cycles, particularly. You could also have fire sign placements. I always find that so fascinating, people who are a mixture of fire and water. Some of you are very family oriented. You're loving. You're kind of in the depths of emotions, though. You are someone who can act very quickly when you need to. However, you can detect danger, but you are definitely not a paranoid person. You've probably known dark times, sadness, losses, heartbreaks, but it has just made you more emotionally attuned and emotionally available to yourself and others. You can make the fast moves when you need to. So when you see a great opportunity in the distance, you can go towards it very quickly. You are connected to your community, your creativity, and your willpower. You are a bit of a force to be reckoned with. On the outside, you might come across as a little bit dreamy, watery, emotional, and kind and sweet, but there's this fire in your blood. There's something about you where you just go after what you want, you do what you need to do, you say what needs to be said. If there's any perceived danger, you're up out of there. If there's a wonderful opportunity, you pounce. Some of you could be quite athletic as well. I don't know why this is coming through, but I'm going to let it ride. Some of you could be dancers. Don't ask me. You could also be distance runners or swimmers. Take it how it resonates. All right. Let's jump into this reading and see how you are being perceived in your secret reputation. Let's see how people see you. We're going to see how people see group 3. Show me. How do people in the various communities or social groups see group 3? Clear and honest messages. How are they seen? Some of you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius placements, but don't fixate on it. It's only confirmation just in case. You are perceived as someone who is a healing healer, someone who's overcome a lot in the past. You are original. You are unusual. When you walk into a room, you can be someone who's distinctive because you're kind, but you're also ethereal. Some of you could be counselors, or you could have received counseling, or both. You are someone who is good at communicating. Some of you could be quite good at networking. Even if you're introverted, it's like you just have the ability to communicate with people. Some of you may have never even met a stranger. You're just at ease with yourself a lot of the time. You have a lot of wisdom gained through experience at the level of the mind, but also grounded in wisdom gained through experience from the earth. So you're someone who's both spiritual and material at the same time. Some people see you as someone who's not afraid to stand on your own. You are not the one to back down from a confrontation. And somehow this adds to your allure, to be honest with you. Like, some people may have even tried to start something with you, and then they became more attracted to you. You know that thing, lady group, where some people are out here in the community starting crap with you to test you to see if you're worthy of respect. And at that moment, when they disrespect you to see how you handle it, you gain their respect while they simultaneously lose yours. And then after that, they're pining behind you. So you're someone who's not afraid to get out of combative situations, bad competitions. You're not afraid to stand on your own. You're kind of fearless. You've kind of had to be, though. Let's be honest. All right, so we're going to tap into what your haters are saying, or what's fueling them, or what they feel is their perspective of your reputation. Show me the haters. 2 cards for the haters. Oh, dear God. Sorry for that. I just totally Zerberted my own face. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh, man. All right. Here's why I'm laughing. Some people feel cut off from you after you maybe you cussed them out, put them in their place, told them what's what, or they're afraid of confrontation with you. They're afraid of confrontation with you. You are seen as someone who's stable, secure, possibly financially abundant, really in your bag, okay? That means like watching your money and stuff. Like you care more about your bag than you care about people's puny feelings. And so people might be hating on you because you're perceived as financially abundant, very stable and secure, and probably also very good looking. So you're seen as like very, very fulfilled, but you're also just someone not to cross. So some people might be hating on you because you're not a doormat. You don't take crap from anyone. And then you have the audacity to back it up with actual proof that you are the stuff. All right. So they're hating on you because you're not the one to mess around with. I'm just going to be honest. They know that you can put them in their place and then back it up like a whole bunch. You're a heavyweight champion here. Some people who are hating on you know you from your work, or they know you possibly from your church or a creative collaboration of some sort. So they have the extra knowledge to know that you are either very good at your creativity, good in your work, good at money, good in your bag, you're stable, you're solid, you're 10 toes down on who you are and what you're about. And you do not give in to the mess around that other people are trying to start with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you are so... Whenever someone tries to start it with you, you will quickly squash it with them, and then you will pivot and go right back to business. You are a business-oriented individual. You stand on your business for real. Some people are hating on you because they tried to bring some nonsense to you, like try to down you, try to insult you, and somehow you took what they said and flipped it and reversed it, did an Uno reverse on them, and they ended up feeling clowned in the end. I love it. Some people are hating on you because they see that other people are making you offers. You could have quite up to 3 suitors or 3 business opportunities or something like that, and there's more incoming, and they hate on that because they don't have the kind of offers that you have. Some of these people are hating also because they don't even know how to approach you, and they don't think that they have enough to offer you, okay? So I don't see why they're trying to make that your problem, but, haters do the wildest stuff. Let's see what your fans have to say about you or why they love you. Interesting. You've overcome anxiety, losses, heartbreaks, betrayals. You are seen as someone who is emotionally fulfilled and fulfilling, possibly a bit independent, honestly, maybe self-satisfied just a tiny bit. Your happiness and your sense of stability and security does not seem to be dependent on the 3D or dependent on other people. Yeah. And your fans admire this about you. Your fans might know that you are someone who gets a lot of options or offers, but you do not take a bum offer just for the sake of having something. If it's not emotionally fulfilling, you're not taking it. And some of your fans know deep down inside that they are a bit thirsty and that they would have taken the offers that you got. They're like, well, why don't you take that? It's better than having nothing. And you're like, nah, it's not enough for me. I want my fulfillment. I'm summoning my ultimate emotional fulfillment, my ultimate financial family life, whatever is important to you, and you're not taking any bum offers, and your fans actually respect that about you. Some of your fans, or one of your fans actually, might be trying to make you an emotional offer and an actual investment offer. Someone slow and steady might be coming out the corner to try to scoop you up, lady, because you're seen as so attractive. You might have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio hoping to make you an offer. They are a fan of yours. They like you. They see you as someone who is a prize to be won, but they also really like you and they want to invest in you. So that's how your fans feel about you. You're the one to invest in. I love to see that. Let's see what your overall reputation is. We're going to check out your overall reputation. That's interesting. Ooh, King of Cups came back. Okay. Your overall reputation is that you are somebody who does not like to be confused. Some of you have actually overcome. Some people know this about you. Some people know that you've had experiences in the past with people who were emotionally manipulative and confusing, and you've overcome that. You are someone who's not afraid of your shadow. You are not afraid of emotions. You are not afraid of the cycles of life. You're just really not a scared person. You're willing to see things through and see what's going on. Your overall reputation is that your emotions are not exactly on Front Street. You don't display them for everyone, but people do know that you have a depth of emotion. You're willing to make head over heart decisions as possible, or as necessary, rather. You are also seen as somebody that people want to make serious moves toward. Like, some people are really actually willing to walk through the dark night of their own soul in order to go towards you. Some people, you know how it is when you fall in love, sometimes you can psych yourself out and get scared and feel like you might not be enough. But your reputation or your energy, your overall energy is that some people are actually willing to confront that. You might cause some energetic, I don't want to fully say tower moments, but you could get people to realize that there's more depth of their emotion that they are willing to explore. Something about your energy triggers them to being willing to confront the limitations that they have, especially at the level of the heart or the emotion. People are really willing to overcome their cognitive dissonance where you're concerned. Yeah, they're willing to overcome their fear of connection. You're definitely seen as somebody who is action-oriented, powerful, lovable, caring, very much willing to stand on your own. Very much willing to stand on your own. You're perceived as quite successful, honestly. Some of you have overcome heartbreak, losses, and betrayals, and you're ready to go in a new direction. And people see and they know this about you. You're willing, I would say, I suppose what I'm trying to say is that you're willing to reinvent yourself. You're willing to pivot with life. You're willing to let go of what's not working. You're also really willing to stand up for yourself. You're also willing to stand up for other people, especially when you see them getting their heart broken. You're also good for a pep talk, I would say. If someone's kind of down on themselves and they're afraid to make moves, because you're pretty fearless about taking charge of your reality, you're probably pretty good at giving people a pep talk and helping them to remember their own strengths. I love your energy. All right, let's see. We're going to get some closing remarks or general advice for our lady group about their reputation. Let's see. Just whatever wants to come through. You're perceived as somebody who has overcome a lot. Maybe people don't know your backstory, but they suspect and they feel that your strength had to have come from somewhere. There's a reason why you're willing to go after what you want relentlessly, instantly. You pounce on new ideas for sure. When you walk into the room, it's like whoever is the biggest, baddest person in there becomes docile and gentle around you. You could really bowl people over with your magnetism as well. Some of you could be a Leo or have Leo placements. Like, there could be quite a muchness to your energy and your attraction levels as well. Some people might feel like a storm is about to open on the horizon when you enter into the room, but it's something that, like I said, it's like they're willing to go into that storm for you because, like, you inspire them. Something about your energy, like, really transforms how people feel about their fears and their limitations. Dude, what are you doing, Group 3? You're someone who has ridden the ups and downs in life. Your fortunes have rise and fall, and you're on an upswing right now. Oh, beautiful. Some of you are in a really loving, caring commitment, or you might be attracting one right now. You are just perceived by people as possibly even an ultimate wish fulfillment. Some people might truly actually be in love with you. Ooh, this fell out and we're going to take it. Someone might actually want to propose to you or invest in you, or you may have recently gotten engaged. But if you ever doubt your value to other people, there's something about you, like, people easily fall in love with you. You change things for them. Like, you impact people at a nonverbal level. Look at this. Tarot's insane, Group 3. People are willing to overcome limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, conflict with other people, fights with other people, like bickering and stuff, because they see you as wifey. Oh, wow. And right under that, oh, wow. Okay, yeah. What is going on with you? what's going on with you? Some of you guys are either getting married, or like you're starting your family legacy, or maybe even starting a business as a tarot card reader, a spiritual guide, the person to ask advice from, a counselor or something like that. You are someone who is initiated into the higher realms of understanding reality. You are someone who fulfills other people emotionally, and you are also fulfilled emotionally. Some of you, if you're in your bag, you're good with money, or you're just stable and secure, and people know that they can build with you. They are willing to overcome any petty fights, jealousy, bickering, or whatever, because you probably do attract people kind of fighting over you behind closed doors, but you are seen as totally worth it. You are seen as someone who's embodying the masculine and feminine aspects of your own nature, as well as of spirituality itself. You are perceived as integrated, someone worthy of investment. In your reputation, honestly, you got people in love with you. Group 3, in love, in true love, to the point where they feel like they can face anything in their private life. Even if they're not even approaching you, your example gives them courage to heal and recover as well. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you so much for your time and attention and sharing this lovely energy with me. I've enjoyed it tremendously. You seem like an emotionally centered, resilient, entrepreneurial kind of badass, and I'm down with it. So if this was your reading, please leave any comments in the comments section for me. And if you like how I read, do subscribe and stick around. It would be a pleasure to read for you again. I hope to see you soon. Bye. Welcome into your reading star group. All right, we are going to lock in with some oracle cards onto your energy, or what kind of person you are. And when I describe you to yourself, if it sounds like you're going to know that you're in the right reading. Some of you could be Aquarians. You are perceived as someone who is hopeful, happy, someone who, even if you've overcome heartbreak, losses, betrayals, or sadness that people know about you, you still shine very brightly. You could be quite good at networking or communicating, possibly online, or just socializing in general. Some of you are perceived as the ultimate wish fulfillment, or someone who's quite easy to love. Some of you could also be a little bit famous, or just straight up famous, and you're in disguise. Take it how it resonates. Let's get into the reading. Show me the star group. Show me group 4. Show me our star. Some of you could have air sign placements: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you could seriously have air sign placements. All right, so you're showing up as straight up air sign energy. You're someone who goes toward the light. You go toward beautiful experiences in life. Some of you could have energy animals of dragonflies or moths as well. They might be your lucky animals. Some of you are quite communicative. Some of you are also quite heart-centered. You could have a connection to your will, but your will is rooted in knowing and being able to communicate the truth, and also what your heart knows, your intuition. You are someone who could also have water sign placements, possibly. You have known darkness, sadness, heartbreaks, loss, and betrayal. Some of you have even been able to go from the black and white extremes of a perspective. It doesn't mean that you are a black and white thinker. It means that you're willing to explore an idea plus its equal opposite to try to figure out what is most likely the truth. You are someone who's good at getting different perspectives. You are someone who tries to focus on the positive side of life, not because you are afraid of emotions, and not because you are afraid of pain, but because you've known pain and you know life is short, and you're just trying to go towards things that light you up and make you happy. You're not willing to break yourself down to be part of other people's dramas or systems. There could be a sense of independence to you, honestly, at least at the level of the mind. Some people could also turn to you for a shift in perspective, to see things in a different way. You could be perceived as quite intellectual or intelligent. Okay, so if that sounds like you, welcome in. We're going to see how people see you, just generally. How do people see the star? How do people see the star? Some of you could have a life path 7, by the way. You are attractive. You are desirable. You are someone that burns fairly brightly, honestly. You could get a lot of attention, possibly on social media, or just be a head turner generally. Whenever you seem to go towards something, you are perceived as victorious. You're the one who wins. You're a winner. Some of you could be quite in your bag or focused on money or stability, security. You could be taking care of your house, your home, your finances. You could be starting businesses, buying a home, being in real estate. You could be someone who is a business owner. You could also be someone who's quite dedicated in putting in the mundane work of taking care of your house, your home, the people that you take care of, who you're in charge of, like children, for example. You are someone who's unflappable in the face of drama. You can be quite fearsome and fearless when you are provoked as well. It's almost like you have unlimited amounts of endurance. On the surface, people might think that you're all spark and no endurance, and they find that they're completely wrong. You're actually willing to go the distance when it's something important, and you have all of this energy to back it up. You're the type of person who could be quite flashy, but you've put a lot of slow, steady, determined work that people don't even see behind closed doors. But the reputation is that you are attractive, very attractive, potentially, a winner, and someone who is stable and secure, all right? We are going to see what your haters say or what is fueling them in your reputation, like how they perceive you. Show me how the haters are contributing to the reputation of group 4, our star. You're seen as somebody who is not to really be messed with. You are very independent and able to stand on your own. When people have ever set traps for you, they have found themselves chewed up and spit out. You're someone who maybe has known a lot of combat or conflict, and somehow you always end up being fearless and fearsome. Some of the people who are hating on you are doing so because they tried to start stuff with you and they tried to pull you into their petty dramas and it didn't work. And even worse, some of them are hating on you because you may have gotten a love offer or great opportunities as a result of the traps they tried to set for you. And even worse, some of them were trying to fight with you and ended up falling in love. Some of them even want to come in and make you a love offer, a slow, steady offer that you might not even see coming. These people somehow suspect that they are not on your level, and that fuels their hatred, but also their desire. They see you as emotionally fulfilled and quite independent, though. Like, you're very emotionally satisfied. You're someone who, the haters know that you're a loving person, like that you're a caring person, but when they get the cold side of you or the side of you that pushes them out and puts them in their place, it provokes them to accidentally fall in love with you and start respecting you as well. So your haters, they're hating on you because they know that they can't give you the emotional fulfillment that you could so easily give to them. Damn, that's hard. All right, let's see what your fans say or feel about you. Show me the fans of our star group. What's fueling them and the reputation of the star? You might be in a stable, secure, loving connection, or people know that is inevitable with you, like a soulmate connection. Some of your fans, they value and respect you because the masculine and feminine sides of your persona or your attitude are online. You seem to be a very balanced person. You seem to be someone who's very stable and secure. Some of you could have been born in the year of the dragon. Some of your fans might be born in the year of the dragon. Take it how it resonates. You're seen as someone who is a bit of a treasure. Your fans like to watch you. Ordinarily, in most tarot decks, the 5 of Pentacles is about being left in the cold and being kind of cut off from the resources that you once were able to depend on. And not being able to find the comfort and solace that you so desperately desire, right? Your fans see you as someone who is not afraid to stand on your own, and you don't feel like you are breadcrumbed by the universe or cut off. They like to watch you because they never know what you're going to do next. Somehow your fans also do not feel excluded by you just because they are not part of your fundamental plans in a day-to-day basis. They like you. They feel stable and secure around you. They like to watch you, but they don't they know that you have so much going on. They don't expect you to give them a minute by minute update. They're just always so impressed by what you're able to do in the 3D material world, honestly. You're someone who makes moves and gets stuff done. And your fans, they like to watch it because it shows them what can be done. Some of your fans and the people who love you, they do so because you challenge some of their ideas in which they are not investing in themselves. They're not believing in their reality. They're not making the moves that they could, particularly in their career or finances. And watching you succeed shows them like, I don't need to exclude myself from the good of life. I can put myself out there. So you lead by example very, very much. Some of you have overcome heartbreak, loss, betrayal, confusion. You've gone through the dark night of the soul and you've learned how to see in the dark. Somehow your example encourages other people to not be afraid of their own shadow aspect as well. Some of you could be business owners, or you could just be quite in charge of your scenario. Some of you could be married and your relationship could be #goals. Like your marriage could be something that your fans are like, please show me how to create a loving, happy relationship, because you're just really good at the 3D material world and you show other people what is possible. All right, so let's see what the overall reputation is of our star group. Show me the overall reputation of the star group. You're someone who's overcome things that other people, I don't know if they actually know your story, but it's like felt. There's a magnetism to you that could have only come through hard times, all right? You're seen as someone who's tough, who's resilient. You can see through people's masks and their BS. You know how to defend yourself and when to defend yourself. You do not invite every fight that you are invited to, though. Like, you will separate yourself and walk away from people. You are definitely not perceived as someone to start crap with. I don't know that a lot of people are going to bring too much drama to your front door, to be honest with you. You're someone who's a very deep thinker as well. You're quite practical in the material sense of the words. Wow. Anyways, you're a very practical person who's overcome a lot. You have a strong connection to your philosophy, your insight. You are someone who's gotten fire of knowledge over adverse conditions. You're someone who's very good at the material world, as I've said a million times already. But you show people what's possible. People have tried to lay traps for you and you've outsmarted them every single time. You're always one step ahead of everyone else. And it's because you don't go into conflict at the level of the mind. You're someone who uses your intellect to circumvent problems. You go above the problem, below the problem, around the problem, or simply avoid it altogether because you just have this perspective. Like, that's how I would describe you, perspectives. You're just someone who is willing to consider all directions of an issue before you even are going to take an L for anyone else. You are really success-oriented. You are very stability-oriented. You're not into fast moves. You're not into trying to impress anybody. Yet somehow you do always impress people by your example. Those of you who have shared your story with other people, they are using it as their manual to overcome things that they have experienced in the past. Other people wanted to make themselves relevant to you through chaos. And the reputation is that you are just not the one to take it. You're just not the one to be messed with. And then they end up falling in love with you. I love that for you. That's hilarious to me. Okay, so let's get some closing remarks or general advice for our star group about their reputation. Let's see. General advice or closing remarks about the reputation of our star. Wow, you guys, what's going on with you? Are you earth sign people? You are possibly going to leave a mark on this world, a legacy on this world. Your name might survive your lifetime, in fact. Your family life, your security, your money, your home, your health, all that stuff is really online for you. It's important to you. Also, you prioritize it. You are the type of person who gives up your worries and your cares to your higher power. You shrug. You're very connected to your inner child or children. You are not afraid to figure out unique and interesting ways to put things together in your life to make a better outcome. You see opportunities and options where other people only see burdens and confusion. You are someone who might be an entrepreneur, or you might be in a relationship with that type of person, some boss-ass person, and you might be their secret weapon. Some of you could be in a relationship with someone who is foreign born to you, or connecting to someone who will open up your horizons. Some of you would do very well selling online at a global level. Some of you have wisdom and insight that would be quite gainful monetarily for you. You might have an audience in a foreign country to you that is more than willing to pony up some money or investment to see you shine. You're someone who's overcome a lot, but it's only added to your value. Some of you could be getting an offer of stability and security, either a job opportunity or love, like an engagement ring or romance or commitment or something like that from someone. Those of you who are brimming with this positive energy, your health should be looking good as well. Your creativity is quite important. Your perspective is quite important. Your passion is important. The more you focus on these things and you continue bringing balance into your life, the more successful you will be. Travel could also really lighten your load and give you great, fresh perspectives. Some of you are just so very perceptive and insightful. You've really gone through it many, many times, but you are someone who is to watch, because you are an inspiring person who promotes hope in this world. Yeah, actually, I'd really be interested to know what you guys are up to. There's just something about you where your perspective and your ability to communicate that to other people could really liberate them and help them to drop some of their burdens in life as well. And it will only lead to greater and greater opportunities for you. You are someone who is primed for and is probably already experiencing an incredible amount of success, and more and more and more is coming, because you have shown your higher self, your higher power, the universe, whatever you believe in, that you are someone who is very responsible and very good at taking care of your responsibilities and also the things of value in this world. You are a nurturer. You're like a very practical, nurturing person. You never take your eyes off the prize. And you transmute energy as well. You're quite an alchemist, star group. You're quite interesting to me. I would love to know what you're up to. So was this your reading? I would love to know more in the comments. If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you know of anyone who would benefit from my readings or my channel, do send them my way. I can't wait to get in your face again very soon. I'll talk to you later. Welcome in, Stork Group. We're going to see what your secret reputation is. We're also going to lock in on your energy with some oracle cards, and I'll describe you to yourself so that you know you are for sure in the right place. All right, some of you are perceived as very loving, very stable, very emotionally intelligent, someone quite beautiful. You are someone who could be possibly a parent or expecting. Don't force that to fit. It's only for some of you. It might be confirmation. But this is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you could be quite adept to knowing when things are about to change. Like, you're really good at understanding what changes need to be made and when they are coming, and you're very good at pivoting, I would say. And some of you could be focusing on your friendships right now, or being perceived as someone who's quite friendly. All right, so we're going to lock into your energy so that you know for sure that you're in the right place. I will describe you to yourself now. All right, let's get into it. Show me our dear viewer, Stork. Show us our Stork person. Some of you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is giving Leo, obviously. Ooh, I like you. All right, I'm going to describe you to yourself. Oh my God, I love that hyena card so much. So we've got a lot of pride and we've got some chaos as well. Some of you could be quite attuned to the cycles of nature just generally, both the sun and the moon cycles. You're just someone who's both fiery and relaxed, feminine and masculine. You're someone who does not pity yourself. Okay, you've got pride though. Like, you do not take crap from anyone. Yet at the same time, you're an interesting mixture of someone who doesn't take crap from someone, but you also do not feel sorry for yourself at all. Some of you have actively laughed at your own misfortune, or you are willing to make a risky joke. You are someone who can be part of social groups quite a lot. You might be quite group oriented or family oriented or both. Like, you are someone who's definitely a social person though. Even if you are introverted, you're quite comfortable being around others. But you're someone who holds yourself with a regal vibe, and yet there's this whiff of chaos or like unexpected goblin vibes just underneath it. Like, you could look so elegant and so serene, but then you crack a joke or you do something unconventional that nobody expected, and it adds to your charm, honestly. So some of you are quite charming and magnetic and very, very attractive. Just something in your energy. I'm not even trying to hype you up off of your appearance. Like, your appearance is one thing, and that's great if you're good looking, but there's actually something about your magnetism that is like, it pulls on people's shadow self, and it also pulls on their light self. Like, that you might actually be quite a compelling person, because the projected gold from the inside, like, that people have of themselves, they see their good qualities projected on you, but they also see their shadow side projected on you. But because you're so comfortable with it, you make them realize that maybe their darkness is not so bad. And then they kind of like fall under your sway as a result. Okay, so you could really cause people to just feel you on all levels. You're quite magnetic, honestly. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna see how people just generally see you, how your reputation is generally. Let's look. Let's see how people see our stork group. That's interesting. Are you seen as someone who's quite analytical and in your head and willing to cut people off? You might be perceived as kind of hard to approach because you're quite intellectual or analytical, or someone who is desirable, but people don't really know how to approach. There is this cool, untouchable vibe to you. Like, you burn, yes, but people are not really sure how to come towards you. There's an independence to you, and there's a slight aloofness to you as well. It's not a cold aloofness, though. People know that there's creativity, insight, a spark of something there, but maybe you don't give them a lot of information or opportunity to work with. You very much pick and choose. You very, very much pick and choose, because you do not like connecting to people who do not represent your core values and who do not feel like they are a good match to you. That is not what you are about. Okay, you cannot stand being connected emotionally to people who are a poor fit. Okay, so we're gonna see how your haters see you, what they're saying, what fuels them, why are they trying to hate on you and your reputation. Let's see, or how are they contributing to your reputation? Sometimes you get people wanting to make serious moves in their lives and change things. Some of your haters, by your example, they see you as someone who's willing to change things, almost like they would say on the drop of a dime, but they actually don't know your thinking process. Like, these are people that maybe don't know you super duper well, and they just see you that you keep kind of moving in new directions and putting an end to certain situations where you're constantly transforming and growing and changing. And there's something almost like inspiring but intimidating by your energy. Somehow people find you extremely attractive and desirable. There's almost like an undercurrent of primitive, primal, attraction-ish threat. They know that they could fall under your sway relatively easily. Something about your magnetism could also get your haters feeling like they look like a goblin or a gremlin by comparison to you. Like, they don't feel like they're attractive enough to come towards you. Some of the people that are hating on you are doing so because you make them aware of the limits and the ways in which they are trapping themselves, and that they can't even come towards you if they want to. You might have a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a 7 life path in your energy right now that's hating big time. Or it could be a couple different people anyway. But some of them could be foreign born to you, in fact. So some of you maybe are interacting a lot with people from a different culture or country to you. Or maybe you are the one who is new to them somehow. You're from a different type of region or something. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. You are making your haters realize the cycles in their past that they've put up with, which are stupid, that have limited their growth and their potential. Some of these people took bum offers, and something about the way that you operate in life makes them realize this, that they're limited and trucked. Okay, nice. You've made them realize that they're not getting movement in their life. They're not taking action in their life because they have cycles that they need to close out already. And maybe they didn't even want to make moves. For some of your haters, for example, meeting you made them re-examine their entire life and maybe even fall in love or get inspired, and they were totally fine with the status quo until they saw you, okay? And then you just piss them off because they can't make moves in their lives either towards you or even in any of the directions that you inspire them to want to go. These people just feel trapped and they know they have to change. So you're causing some ego deaths, honestly. Or like some of your haters don't want to admit it, but you're inspiring them to like get out of bad situations. They hate you for it. They were just fine with that status quo until you showed up. All right. So they might be hating on you for that. Let's see what your fans have to say. Your fans see you as friendly, good to have a drink with or dance with, party with, hang out with, invest in, do creative projects with. Some people might know you from church. Maybe you're a lot of fun at the parties, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys do folklore dancing or something like that, and you're perceived as someone who's like a lot of fun. Or people at school have socialized with you, and you're somehow really good to collaborate with, like in study groups or to do projects with at work, someone that's good to invest in. You're the type of person who invests back. You give more than you take. You really give more than you take, but you're also really fun. You're a good friend. You're just straight up a good time and a good friend and a nice person. So your fans are like, this is a person who gets things done while still being a really kind, sweet, fun to be around individual. You help people to crack out of their shell and not be all work and no play. You're play and work. You're both. Some of you are really very work-oriented, though. Some of your reputation is at your workplace. The devil is work for me, honestly. Some of your fans are extremely attracted to you, though. Some of your fans are like almost addicted to your energy, and some of them might be spying on your social media or like obsessed with you, to be honest. Some people might find themselves just thinking about you constantly, like you're haunting certain people like a dream, but they don't hate you for it. It's like you're a puzzle that can't be solved. But they love you, they like you, you're a good time, you're a good person. All right, so let's see. We are going to get into your overall reputation, just overall. You're someone with a spark of creativity. You could get people quite attracted to you, honestly. You could get people who have felt like they were dead and uninspired in their life suddenly feeling passionate and reborn at the level of the mind, at the level of the body, in any particular way. Your light creates more light, and it allows people to see their own darkness. You're someone who helps people to overcome heartbreak and loss. You're really good at burning off people's melancholy or despair or the ways that they limit themselves. There's just something about your energy that brings people back to life, brings them to light. I feel as if your overall reputation, though, is that you are not somebody that is, they shouldn't make fast moves towards you. If people come towards you, they've got to be really clear on what their purpose is, and they have to make you an actually quite good offer. You're not someone who likes to be confused or put in anxiety, and you don't like being distracted by shiny objects. So your reputation is that somehow you're an emotionally fulfilling person, a good person to invest in, a great person to collaborate with, creatively speaking, for sure. You might be a consultant or someone who's lended your creative talents and attributes to other people, and you did so in a very encouraging and fun and free-spirited manner. You're also someone who can make a joke. You don't take yourself too seriously. You have your pride, but you don't let it run your life. There's just something about you that makes people realize that they could overcome some of the ways that they're limiting themselves because they're sad, they're not creative, they're not allowing themselves to feel passionate. What's coming through right now, honestly, Your energy makes people aware of the compromises that they have made in their life that they never had to make, that were obvious to them. It was like, oh, obviously when you grow up and become an adult, you have to stop having fun. You have to stop using coloring books. You have to stop writing poetry rather. You have to stop childish things when you become an adult. You have to put them away, right? And there's something about you that's like both conventional and unconventional at exactly the same time. You don't make compromises on the things that are actually important to you. You never even considered it, honestly. You're like, why can't I be someone who's successful in business as well as like has an active life doing hula hooping? Like, why do I have to take everything so seriously? Why can't I work and have a good time at the same time? Why can't I go to church, participate in liturgy or mass, and then afterwards go socialize in the luncheon hall with people, or go to the church party and dance on the dance floor and get people having fun? Like, you are that, and you're not either or, you know? And you make people aware of the compromises that they thought were obvious that they never even had to make. So your energy, it gets people really reconsidering the dead ends in their life that they actually put there themselves. It's crazy. Honestly, I can kind of see why they might be hurt by your energy, because some of these people have been wearing masks for so long. They've been compromising for so long. And when they see you, they're like, wow, I never had to do that. This was really stupid. My life is super chaotic, and now I have to change it. Like, you make them very aware. I mean, I love that for you, but I can see why it would be kind of hurtful for them. But, you know, they need that light because they're living in a facade. And I love that for you in the sense that you don't feel the need to make those compromises. You are not about that facade lifestyle. I don't know how you did it, though. I really don't know how you did it. You're quite a special person. Let's have a look here. We're going to get some general messages or closing advice, because you're not out here doing anything super dramatic. It's just the way that you are. Like, it's just a byproduct of your energy. There's something super original about you. There's like just original enough. Like, it's not like you're an alien. You're quite a social person, someone who's good in your groups and stuff like that. But you're not degular, run-of-the-mill. Like, you know, you're inspiring, and you make the right choices to honor yourself. You're not just hypnotized by vanity or pride. You make positive decisions rooted in your pride as well. Like, you're not just out here being the victim of your own ego. And it's just subtle enough for people to be like, what's up with that person? And then they kind of their life kind of catches fire. It catches light. You know what I'm saying? Dang. All right, let's get some closing remarks or advice for our stork. Some of you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you might also have Scorpio placements, or Scorpio could be aspected in your scenario. Your light is going to continue inspiring people to cut off what is no longer working for them. And in fact, your own light, your own creativity, those of you who might be starting a business, doing international travel, relocating somehow, or connecting to a fellow fire sign and having your world expand as a result, you're going to keep working your process of being creative, insightful, intuitive, expressive, I almost said creative twice, whatever, anyway, creative. It's going to keep putting to death the cycles in your life and transforming that energy quite a lot for you. And it's going to give you more and more options and opportunities. Some of you are going to be going from this King of Wands energy straight up to an Emperor. So some of you could be starting a business, starting families, or just really maturing up because you're not afraid to change what's not working. You're not afraid to hold your boundaries and use your boundaries as a bridge to take you from one reality to the next reality, okay? You're not out here giving pieces of your psyche, your character, your desires, and your will to other people for their petty approval. That's not your bag at all. Some people are going to see your example and be really magnetized and want to come towards you. Some of them could be going through an ego death as a result, but they actually might be up-leveling and becoming quite mature as a result as well. So your example is not just inspiring you, it's inspiring other people actually to let go of pain, heartbreak, losses, betrayals, confusions, and conflicts at the level of the mind. Something about your energy is just causing these transformation cycles off of everyone. For some of you who might be single, you might be having someone try to return and come in from out of the cold. They could have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio placements. Some of you could be getting a second chance. Someone might be trying to come in for a second chance because they can feel the transformation in your energy, which continues to come. It's going to be up to you whether or not you feel that they are on your level. But those of you who might be looking for opportunities in business, finance, philosophy, or romance, they could be coming, and quite fast, actually, as you continue to just work your process of shining your light and letting yourself kind of close out the cycles of the past. Ding. All right, was this your reading? I would love to know in the comments. If you like this reading, please like the video. If you like how I read, do subscribe and stick around. And if you have any family or friends that would benefit from my readings or my channel, do send them my way. It would be an honor to welcome them into the collective. I hope you come and look at my videos again real soon so we can share space together again very soon, Stork. I'll talk to you soon.